Looks like we're going to see the iconic father-son duo return at the PNC Championship this year. Everyone's got their eyes on Tiger and Charlie, and it's pretty much an understatement when we tell you how excited we are to see them at the championships this year. What's more, the two have great hopes to do better this year, and if you want to know more, keep watching. First up, the return of Tiger Woods and his son Charlie to the PNC Championship. Everyone knows we haven't seen much of Tiger Woods this year. He didn't schedule much playing time and only made it to the Masters. What's more, he ended up withdrawing from the PGA Tour in the third round. So you can imagine how eager fans are to see the professional golfer make a return. On top of that, he's not coming back alone. We'll see him and his son Charlie at the PNC Championships. It's not just an excuse to have some quality father-son bonding time. We know the two are more than eager to show off their golfing skills to the rest of the world, and we'll see many more teams at the event this year, making everything even more exciting. None of this was official for the longest time, but now that they've broken the news, the only thing to do is wait for the championship to begin on 15th December 2022. What's more, the American professional golfer looks forward to competing. The entire world of golf is abuzz with this news, and while every fan and player is buzzing with excitement, no one could be happier than Tiger Woods himself. The 46-year-old admitted that he and his son had been looking forward to competing at the PNC Championship the entire year, and now that it's so close, there's only the anticipation of the event. According to Woods, the event gives him a nice opportunity to play with his son and go up against other teams participating, because it's something Tiger and Charlie have been looking forward to the entire year. They know it'll be worth all the wait. They'll have a great time with the rest of the teams, and the father-son duo looks forward to having a blast together. We're so glad to see them playing together like this. It only makes us wonder if Charlie will carry his father's legacy and how that will turn out for him. At the same time, Tiger must be proud of his son and all he accomplished at such an age. Up next, it looks like Woods is going to be pretty busy for the next 3 weeks. We know that Woods hasn't been in any official competition since July, when he couldn't make it at the British Open at St. Andrews. It was sad, but the good thing is, we've heard that the man has a pretty packed schedule this time around, so we'll be seeing more of him. We've heard that Tiger will be part of the Hero World Challenge next week in the Bahamas. The event consists of 72 holes, with the world's top golf players competing. The event begins on 28th November, and we'll see it conclude on 4th December. That's not the only championship the 46-year-old is participating in for the coming month. He's also scheduled to face Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas at the match. This one's going to happen on 10th December. See, Tiger's got his hands full at the moment. He hasn't played since July, so he's going all in. We're excited to see how it'll all turn out for him. After all, he's one of the best out there. Moving on, Woods will be competing with 20 other teams at PNC. Talking of Spieth and Thomas, it's worth mentioning that we'll also see both of them at the PNC. It just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? The whole purpose of the PNC tournament is that golf players get to team up with members of their own families and compete against other players. It's a pretty friendly and engaging event. Everyone gets to have fun. What's more, it helps foster a love for golf, and it's one way to find new talent for the sport. Since the championship came into being, we've seen plenty of people come forward and take part and try to get their hands on the trophy. This year we've got around 20 teams who have all got their eyes on the trophy. Some pretty important people are playing this time. One of them happens to be world #1 golfer Nelly Korda, and she's bringing along her father, Peter Korda, a former professional tennis player. They were delighted that they were invited to play this year because the event has always been an awesome experience for the two of them. Now for how Charlie's getting better at golf than his father. It's like the old saying, like father like son, and what better example than Charlie Woods following in his father's footsteps. As some have suggested, the little one seems to be getting better at it than his father. If anything, we know Woods is more than proud of his son and how far he's come. Charlie has found a mentor in his father, which proves that when it comes to gold, the 13-year-old is definitely on the right path. After all, his dad happens to be the greatest golfer of all time. With that, Charlie's been under the limelight, and everyone's praising the young boy on his swing style and whatnot. Well, he's still young. If he's that good now, we can't help but wonder just how much better he'll get with more practice. Once that happens, you bet he'll dominate the world of golf just like his father. Following up, how an NBA champion praised the 13-year-old young golfer. As we mentioned, Charlie's been at the receiving end of a lot of attention lately due to his amazing golf performances, and recently, he was even praised by an NBA champion. The young kid hasn't just impressed golfers, he's managed to grab the attention of a professional basketball player. That's how good he is. The NBA champion we're talking about is none other than J.R. J.R. Smith. Charlie's performance in recent tournaments has been nothing short of amazing, and it's got plenty of people rooting for him. Recently, Golf Digest made a tweet where they posted a photoshopped screenshot of various golf players in a person's messages asking if they would play with them. It was all in fun and good humor, but J.R. Smith retweeted the tweet saying that for him, Charlie wins all day. The fact that this NBA champion chose Charlie over the other professional players shows how wonderful this kid is at such a young age. He's got everyone rooting for him. Yeah, so young Charlie has raised the bar for everyone, and we hope he keeps delivering such consistent performances. Coming up, even Jon Rahm has praised Charlie's skills. Another person particularly impressed with Charlie's skills was the Spanish professional golfer Jon Rahm. He didn't hesitate to appreciate Charlie's way of playing, and we're all here for experienced players motivating the younger ones to keep going. Rahm was so impressed that he considered Charlie a better player at this age than he ever was. Now that's a pretty huge compliment for Charlie. Moreover, Rahm believes that if Charlie wants to make a name for himself in golf, he must keep practicing. That's the only way for the 13-year-old to achieve incredible heights in this sport. After all, practice is what makes you perfect, and golf requires plenty of that. Not to mention, Eddie Pepperell already made a bet that the young golfer would win a PGA Tour title. There's no stopping the praise that Charlie's been receiving. In light of that, we've got another name to mention for today. It just happens to be British Tour pro Eddie Pepperell. While others have merely given Charlie well-deserved praise, Pepperell went as far as betting that Charlie's bound to win a PGA Tour title. The English professional golfer made a bet with his caddy Jamie Herbert, and placed the bet when he saw Charlie hit golf balls at a range. If Pepperell's that confident about what Charlie's capable of, then we've got no choice but to believe it. If Charlie wins the PNC Championship with his father, it'll only prove Pepperell right. Last but not least, all the great expectations from young Charlie Woods. In many ways, none of us are surprised that Tiger's son seems to be doing so well. After all, the kid had a great source of inspiration in his father, and that wasn't all. We're sure Tiger mentored him to the best of his abilities. This is how Charlie's come so far. Only time will tell if Charlie will prove himself to be just as capable as his father. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about the Woods returning to the championship? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.